Okay. All right. Yay. I knew that was something I forgot. Hi. Welcome back. What are we working on today? How was everybody's week? Take a deep breath, cleanse, let all the crap go. So, hi. Who's here? Hi. How are you, Bree? I have Discord on if that matters. I don't really feel like doing anything tonight, but we're gonna do some stuff. Oh, I am playing a game. What game are you playing? Is it another sorting game? That's it, sorting. Yeah, Discord. Didn't I put the link? Whoops, I didn't put the link. Hang on. I thought I did. There. Sorry. Totally forgot. Mm-hmm. Right, so that right? Yeah. Actually, I can. This swivels. Hang on. Someone else here too. Hi. Sure, who else is in here? When I'm when I'm over here, I can. Oh, that's right in the way. I can't see the chat window. So I'm gonna rotate here and see that helps. I just gotta remember to look up every now and then. Watson is finding a new spot to sleep. What was that? All right. So when Bree gets going here, somebody has pointed something out to me and it makes perfect sense, but it kind of broke my brain. So I thought maybe I'd pose it to you guys. Okay, good. There's no salvage. I'm going to cheat. It's not cheating, but kind of. This is still all these together. So I'm just going to. Can you see that, Jack? Oh, that's kind of needs to be shifted. Huh. Okay. All right. How do I do this and not accidentally touch it? Okay. What if I can? That didn't help. A little wobbly. Sorry there. Got the. Okay. There. Hopefully you can see that now a little bit better. All right. Get straight here. So at this point of this pattern, I need to match each of the colored squares that correspond to the umbrella to a background square. And I didn't have them all cut. So I just cut the strip, laying them on top. Hey, I hear somebody. Was that hard? Why was it so hard? Of course, I don't know how to do it, so I'm just lucky that it's working. Oh, someone said hello. Suze, how's it going? How's the weather down there? Ugh. Anyway, so now that I've got yet another person on here, yay, thank you. Um, I'm gonna ask my kind of question here. And I guess I didn't think about it, but it makes sense. One of my regular customers, when we were talking about all the shit that's been happening in my life, um, pointed out that not everybody has 2 hours to hang out with me, and that it might be cool if I had something shorter as well. So I'm kind of thinking like Mondays could stay doing the 2 hour live, and should we shift Thursday to be something else? And if so, what? Do I come on and tell you some super cool joke and show you a block and that's it? I mean, evidently I don't know how to do small. Oops. Okay. Gotta love boutiques. Either side works, usually. Right, let's see if anybody answers. You came for both. Okay. Glorious. Really sunny. That's good. That's funny because we were just talking about how we kinda are thinking about sweaters. It's still, I mean, it was 80 degrees today. But there's something about, I guess, the fact that it's time for the kids to go back to school. I don't know what it is, but I'm like, well, that looks like a neat, cozy sweater, even though it's hot as hell out. Maybe it's the old person in me just needs to always. Oh my God, this little old lady came in today in the cutest dress. It's just adorable. I've been racking my brain to what smaller thing. I mean, it makes sense. And there are some people that will find our channel because of those that they stop on their doom scrolls. I mean, that's what I do. I don't sit and watch somebody's 2 hour thing. So hmm, I'm I'm honestly do I turn it into kind of a book talk thing? But I'm usually elevated enough that I lose track of what the hell I'm talking about. And maybe that would be the fun of it. Okay, one more on here, and then I need another script. Did Daisy make it back to bed? She did. Okay. Well, you're liking that idea, Watson. Let's see if I can. Okay. Oh, there. That'll work. Let me turn. See over my shoulder. She's in the donut bed. I had it underneath. Who's got who wet on his nose? You got something on your nose? But she's liking this little setup. Oh, you brat. It's gonna get said spot on nose. Dick. Alright. Oh, three. Wait, I don't think I'm gonna need any more. No. So is our peaches just yellowier? I mean, because of whatever. I don't know. But different varieties might have different color. I noticed it looked like there was a couple. I don't really know what's going on. Yeah. I mean, are we just not fruit tree people? Maybe we just need to have multiple individual fruits. And then I was thinking, hey, I could color. I could get a quilt coloring book and just bullshit, and you can watch me color because that's ASMR. And then I didn't like that idea and thought, ooh, maybe if I do a shit ton of work and load up a bunch of fabrics and draw a bunch of quilts in my little quilt software, I could somehow, because I know there's a way, share my screen and you could watch me figure out what fabrics to go where. I don't know what I would end up doing with it, but yeah, I just don't know. Yeah, maybe there is an ASMR type thing. Okay. Put this in. Okay. We are done with this part. Now we get to cut them apart. You can watch me cut them all apart. Yay, you! That's what you signed up for. Maybe I can be like, God, I'm gonna date myself. Like Maxine from the Hallmark cards that just give you some fucked up advice and call it good. Alright. Let's come over to here. These need to be pressed right here. A dog whining would be Scully, if anybody. Alright. Now, I'm going to rotate this a little bit back. Is your just click working mine? Is mine working? Okay. This says, it says you're in because I see my dog. Um, you're on my screen. How do I make that go back? Um, this says open voice right there. Oh, fuck it. We're going to click it and see what it sounds like. Hmm. And mine is making noise. Okay, I don't want that. I don't know. I do show you in there. I show my red square and your weirdly brown square. I think they were trying to pull color from Rocky. tucked those tight. I did. Those gotta be pressed. Gotta love these little things. Little rulers. I thought about doing tools or something like that, but that means I'd constantly have to research new tools, and that just sounded like too much work. I'm okay putting a little work in, but I have a full-time job. Gotta be something. Okay, and your mute button doesn't look like it's on, because that would show options. Oh, there's where I can change your volume. I don't know. If Lois was on, she could walk you through it. Checking things. Right. And I guess we're going to do a lot of pressing now. Or maybe it's still sewing like this, but it's just quickly finished. Hey, we're going to make 10 of these blocks. It's too big of a gap. That was almost not big enough. Perfect. People don't have to watch for the whole time, though. Do you? You want to do otherwise? It will become it's pain. It's mildly a pain in the ass now. I do it like this because I don't have to edit, and that's not my favorite thing to do. But I do see that when I doom scroll, like this show wouldn't come up because it's long. It's not. What did I read? Under 3 minutes or some crap like that. Which I mean that's fine, but seems like I don't think. Well, I wouldn't be coming up anyway because I'm not monetized or anything, so they're not gonna push my shit. I gotta get a ton more watch hours, but I've been doing this a year now. We've shifted it up a little bit, but I'm okay if I do something that's not super hard. If it meant it would draw people in. I thought about thing is when I watch other people's channels and stuff, I end up incorporating what they do into my thought process on what I should do with something, and I don't want to be somebody else. Because I thought maybe I could do a recap of what I've gotten done, and then realized I don't fucking have time to sew unless I'm doing these lives. It's the only sewing I get. Okay. All right, now. Ooh, okay, there's a little bit more space here. Let's move. You don't probably even need to see that right now. Okay. All right, we're gonna leave that because it's the white that's a hair off. Now, I did a live open the box today, which was a wee bit staged because I opened it live on Facebook and then shifted, put it back in the box, and opened it again. And I haven't looked to see if that posted right or anything. It was short for sure. And I did broadcast one of our monthly sales. I did a recap, but I don't know if any of those were ever seen by you guys. I don't get new fabric in every week. I don't get to sew every week unless it's on here. I sit and play games. We could turn this into a watch me shelf books or watch me and just chit chat with me, which is technically what my son does on Twitch. Much harder games though. Damn it. It would be great to be witty and funny and have everybody, oh, it's that girl that says fuck a lot, which actually they might say that anyway. But you know what I mean. It's like that really awesome lady that says, hey, fuck nugget at the beginning of everything. I love that. Or the woman that says, try not to be a twat waffle. That's another one. But the twat waffle one, she goes and finds stories on the internet, interwebs, all that, and then talks about it quickly while she's stirring her coffee or something. I like her. Then I thought, well, there's this guy that I like that mixes drinks and talks about his day, but I don't want all the equipment and I don't want to drink every day or every. No guarantee I'd want to drink it. So that was out. So here's one idea. It's kind of combining the um, Villa Rosa bad cover idea that we talked about, combining the two. A lot of people will come into the shop because they want me to help with fabric choices. So we could take the Villa Rosa that we thought was pieced with the most ugly fabric, unappealing fabric, whatever we want to call it, and then go around the shop with me to replan it. And then I wouldn't actually make it. It would just be a, hey, what do you think about making this pattern with these fabrics? And then I could work up what the cost would be with whatever we end up with. And if somebody really wanted it and I still had it, I'd know how much it cost. I don't know. Oops. Just thoughts. You like that idea? I did try. Now that one I would probably record and then just post, because then I would record from oops, from the shop and have several in the can kind of thing. Put those less trouble. I love this plaid batik here. Plaids, dots, paisleys, stripes. Uh, all things I like. My husband disappeared. Here's somebody again. Well, I can hear you. What the hell? Are you still there? What the hell was the problem? Ah, well, I understand that. I have done so much technology stuff. Mm. Now, the only thing I see with the going around the shop, those little squares, damn it. Okay, is it would be hard to hold the camera and grab fabrics. So I don't know if I need to have some sort of mountable, I'll say lapel camera, but I don't know that that's it either. Rhonda suggested we have a behind the scenes thing as we're trying to plan the quilt for the shop hop, which is not a bad idea, but yeah, that's one episode, especially with them fucking with it again. Um, something's good. I really don't know. I wouldn't buy these fabrics for me, and I probably would have bought the wide back and maybe some of the boutiques, but I don't know that I necessarily care for the other. Hmm. Yeah, which is why I bought it because not everything has to meet my standards. But at this point, I'm really only seeing some sort of Villa Rosa pattern or us coming up with just another pattern, but just fabric, not the panel. I don't like the panel. I mean, yeah, okay, that's really just it. I don't really like it, which makes it harder. But trying to take that out of it, what I end up seeing is here. Hang on a second. Let's see if we can help Suze and the others and see if I can get an image. Where am I gonna find it? So that I can put it up on. Yeah, so you can see what the hell the fabric looks like. Does her Facebook page have it? Here. Here, you can watch me struggle. Struggle, struggle. Struggle bus. Where okay, there we're in all Pacific Northwest. And let's shrink that up. Oh, shit. Okay, I didn't. Oh, there's an order. Materialmagic.com. What an awesome name. Right? Save image. What is that one image though? Really? Download somebody's typing. Oh, it is. Okay. Um, No. Let's just bring in another. And we're gonna do a new one and say all Pacific. Nope, that's not what it is. Because my fingers are over too far. All Pacific. Okay. And we're gonna be. Nope. Open. Okay. So I'll put it up here so it doesn't block the dog. I don't know if you guys can see that really well. All right, can you see that, Suze, and whoever else is on? Okay. Now that I can see. Oh, Green Day, Greenland. How's it going? Hey, Katie. Well, until I come over, uh, where can I put it over on this screen? Well, we'll just. Hi, Sylvia. It's it's gorgeous in its own right. I mean, it encompasses the Pacific Northwest really well. It's not necessarily. I think some of it is not necessarily my color set. I don't do a lot of brown. It's a lot of work went into it. It's just not really something I would have bought myself. And Katie, it's going as good as it can. Back to that question. But I just don't know how to. We've designed quilts around the other fabric, and I just don't. They kind of spoke themselves, like the woodworker saying that I carved the animal that's in the wood. It hasn't spoke to me except that one idea of cutting it in strips and staggering them. That is the only thing that comes to mind. But well, I can't say that. The other thing that comes to mind is if you can't see where I'm pointing, damn it. If you look at the panel or even the border stripe, why don't we do linked up this time for the Villa Rosa pattern? Because that border stripe would look great in it. I mean, we could plan around it with whatever else we're getting. Everybody does. Shut up, Suze. Oh, the border stripe is? I'm saying using the border stripe for the border stripe quilt. No, no, no. Well, across, linked up, where you take a strip of the border stripe and then they have those little boxes above it. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yes, Suze, I did do a brown moth. No. Oh, they could have been fuzzy cut. Yeah. Oh, there's Watson. Um, the only reason why we haven't done it on some of the others is I really think it's probably their most popular freaking pattern and everybody would do it. And so we try to pick something a little bit different. Thank you, Sylvia. I'm working on them here. Let's Mm-hmm. Whoops. There we go. Okay. So I have this up in the corner now, so you can see that, hopefully. And then this is one, and I'm finishing up on the others. And I'm just sewing the handles to the top. So I'll leave that there for a moment. The other thing I saw is like what, oh, just for fun, what is this for fun? Did this past year where you have the panel in the center and then it's pieced on the sides, but it's pieced to continue the pattern, like continue the mountain off into the border. I see that, but that was just done. What the fuck is going on? Oh, my husband is outside. What's going on? Oh, okay. I'm like, is he doing the let me in, let me in? All right, let's press these and I'll show you the other umbrellas. Okay, I have a blue one out, so let's do a green. It's weird like that. Alternate. I'm sorry, I just moved that there thinking it was okay to be there. Green. Oh, I was toying with making them different because that's me. But I was also afraid getting it would be a bitch. So I had thought about making the stick be like gray to be like metal and then putting just the color on this little looped handle down here, like the plastic of the handle. But I decided I was making it too fucking hard. But as everybody else will tell you, that tends to be my MO. And then we've got that one. And a blue one. Daisy, what's going on? Did you get disturbed? Oops. All right. And then that one. Now we just got, I pressed all the other shit, right? Yeah. Now I just gotta put them together. Yay. So those are the umbrellas, which I'm happy with. They go together well. This one I wasn't sure of, and it ended up being pretty cool. And I didn't plan that, but that ended up being very symmetrical. Oh no, wait, sorry. I meant to do that. You should be owning it. Oh yeah, yeah. See how I did that? See how I framed that? All right. So the rules on this are two of these. Alex, did I miss an Alex? Hi, Alex. Oh yes, living there. I see it because it's at the tail end. I saw living and crafting. I haven't seen you in a long time either. Oh, it was meaning the whole hang and pull. They are the same, and yeah, that's where I was thinking about screwing with it, but where I didn't. Where I didn't. So let's see. Where I'm at is I'm going to end up laying these out ahead of time so I don't end up with the same things together all the time. Okay, okay, those are always the same about them. Okay. Oh, please stop. I think that's okay. So I'm guessing we're going to do a blue and a green in each set because as it says in the instructions, oh, it's four. So each kind of four patched into a four patch is one gray with one color. So we are stuck with two colors, so that'll be fun. So we could do blue here, green here, green here. Fine. That's one set that I see. I'm gonna go nuts. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. Yeah. Yep, just greens and blues. I do. They're happy. But I can see I could totally build this whole thing having each umbrella different just from my stash. And I could do the biggest one. But I know, but in a way I kind of like the idea of um putting kits out that are all different, kind of like the Santa ones that I had done, or the Christmas ones with the elf and the reindeer and everything. Because then it was um they were all a little bit different, but all the colors ended up matching up. Yeah, I know. I guess what I'm saying is it might be neat to kit him as Scratch. Why do I have? I shouldn't have an extra one. I don't think. I don't think I should have a lone one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One. Found it. Hmm? I don't know what you're talking about. That's awesome. None of the rest of us know what you're talking about. I do think they came out with some new stuff. Yeah. You know, it's like baseball cards. They're cheap. Maybe I got anal about this too early. What? Me? Never. Maybe I should have just made them all into pairs first. All right. Well, I'm going to leave that damn picture up of what we got to do, and maybe one of y'all will have an idea. All right. Let's do this side. Ah, that's what's wrong. Like, this should nest. Okay. Let's see. That's gonna be. Okay, I'll figure it out. Damn. Rhonda came in for a little bit today. Right. So I just want to make sure I'm going to end up doing a whole other line on here that I don't need. But I have a side project. That's why that's going to be a big leader and ender. All right. So I modeled this after the top corner. That would be the same. That'd be the same. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't going to fuck myself up by doing. There's. Oops. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna fix these on the fly. I pressed the turquoise or the teal and white the wrong direction. So but I'm gonna be lazy and not repress them. I'm just gonna force the issue over here. All right. Well, you guys probably don't care to look at that anymore. Come over here. Okay, that's gonna go up. This is gonna go down so I can sew on the correct side. Daisy, what's she doing? Let's see. Oh, fun. Um, Robert's insurance hasn't approved a couple of his medicines. Isn't that fun? Oh, well, it doesn't make the tension in this house go down. That's for fucking sure. Because now I hear all kinds of. Whoops! I should have known that that was wrong. If they nested. Okay, force the issue. So there is. What am I trying to do? This way. There is Emily. There's way too many letters to be Emily, but it's sounds a little bit like that. Duncan, I think is the last name. She did the book that um, sounds like it's a book about St. Helens Halloween Town. And the third book in that series is coming out, and she's launching the book at our Two Rivers bookstore. Oh, that's cool. And what else was there that I thought was neat? Oh, I ordered Threshing Day so I can have one. The novellas or fourth wing. Yep. So, I mean, there's a bunch of theories of what it's going to be, but it's Threshing Day. So we all on the internet, or at least the ones I agree with, how about that? Think it's just going to be a bunch of different characters' actual threshing stories of getting their dragon. And then now it's the who all is it going to be? Are we going to get Zayden's? What about Mama Sorrengail? What about Papa Sorrengail? What about, what about her sister? What about all of these? Gee, that one would be cool too. They would all be cool. But I had ran across somebody that described it as a fruit cup. So when you go to a restaurant with your kid, huh? I did. I'm explaining. So if you go to a restaurant with your kid is always hungry when you get to the restaurant, and they don't necessarily want to wait around for the food. So you get crackers or a fruit cup or something for them to nibble on, entertain them, keep them busy until the food arrives. And God damn it, we're all chomping at the bit for this next book, and we keep hounding her. When is it coming? When is it coming? When is it coming? And so she put out this little novella. It's the fruit cup. Here, chew on this and give mommy a few more minutes to get the book done. It's, I'm like, oh my God, it is a fruit cup. If you put it like that, that's absolutely what it is. It's kind of cute. Oh, that that really didn't make sense. No wonder. Yeah, yeah. Okay. I sewed right side to wrong side. Well, there is that, but seeing how, for some reason, this particular series, and a lot of it is our world building, but it's, we have to analyze every freaking detail. And there's some new theories out there that she's had her mind wiped many times, which, how would we know? Sometimes there has been a jump in timing, which, yeah, it could. I don't know. Like, well, that's an interesting theory. Can't wait to find out more about that. I know if I sit down and read it again, I'm gonna be hooked again. Go off the deep end. Although with some of the new theories I've heard, I kind of want to read it again with those thoughts in mind, those theories in mind, to see if they hold up. Yeah, of course I would. To use with this line of fabric. Okay. Nope. Nope. That's good. Okay. Open. Oh, I see. Well, I did a lot of calls this week to banks and shit, and just making sure names are on them correctly so that if something happens, I'm not going to be locked out of accounts, which is sad, but that's you gotta do it. I even checked the house then, make sure both names were on the house. And I put all these together like that, and I gotta make them into a 4-patch first. So none of that mattered. Feels like I have a lot more of these than I do these. How many do I end up needing? I only need. Wait a minute. Which one am I doing? Yeah, the baby is what I thought. 6. Okay, and this says if we are doing a crib size, I only need 16 of these. I've got way more than 16 here. I started with 16 of these. So I best stop and count so I don't overproduce and then make it heavy in one color or pattern. I don't know why I have all this extra. Probably because I was elevated while I was fucking cutting at work. That never happens. No. All right. Let's put these there. This pile of possibly don't need it all there. Right. And now we can see how many of each there is and try to salvage without having to take anything apart. Okay, so here's another idea I had. I wasn't sure I was even going to mention it, but why not? Let's just see. What if I made because believe it or not, there is no such thing already on the market because I went digging. What if I made my own quilting tarot deck? That instead of cups and swords and whatnot, it's like steam rippers and unfinished projects and God, I don't know. Who are we talking about? Which? That had the stroke or something else? Um, so I was thinking of that, thought that would be fun, but it's a lot of work to get to the point that I could do anything with that. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And all I can think of is we mentioned the stroke stuff with the meds, and if that's who you're talking about, my husband had a stroke on Tuesday. Yeah, but you're on here. No, but Discord is going through um whatever YouTube. So according to, I was under the impression that they could, but I also don't know shit about it, so I could be wrong. Can you guys hear Bree when she's talking? That would be a good question. Hmm? Yeah. Yeah. All right, so there's another green cloud. Oh, could be. We were talking about books, Fourth Wing, Rebecca Yaros, and then there's the new novella. But we didn't really talk about anybody specific in that, so I'm not positive. I just don't know. All right, so that. Oh, memory wipes. Okay. Yep, a book. Rebecca Yarros. That's two there. Let's do one more of this one. I wasn't sure. Because of the delay, too, I run into I don't know. I've asked questions and then had people answer and go, "What are you answering?" And they have to tell me what the damn question was. I'm so bad. It was. It's a pixel. It is. Oh, thank you, Nanette. It's minor. It's still freaky. It's still something. So if there was, let's do one of these. It has definitely made us think about some things, or me anyway. His mind is elsewhere on other things that are also important. But he did this whole, I need your attention. Okay. So he just starts talking and then bitching about the stuff, which, okay, there's plenty to bitch about. And that's this one. So there's three and three of this. So, and then I tried to, like, yeah, and this kind of thing. And he's all, I just need you to listen. Oh, okay. So you need a bitch. And I can't agree with you. I can't, nothing. I'm feeling my own stuff. It was juicy. It's a good book if you haven't read it. Well, three didn't get hooked like I did, but there's a few of us. Okay. There's a few of us, though, that went off the effing deep end. Like, whole groups with theories and shit. Okay. So that's three and three. Ugh. And that's two. Oops. And let's look at this one. Now I've got one more here and one up on there. So we've got two, 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 and then these two have three so far. What's this one? This one will have three. So that's maybe the plaid. Oops. If I don't lay it out the same way, I'm gonna fuck it up. Bree, I can still hear you. Actually, I could probably hit mute on my side. But she got it. Okay. No, she didn't. Not listening. She's not listening. Mute for a second. That way we don't have to hear her conversation with whomever. Oops. Let's press that better. Can you hear her, guys? Or is it just me that you hear? Because I'm under the impression that if you sign in Discord, that people can hear this conversation on Discord as well. 36912. Okay. So that said, what the fuck am I doing with all of these? I've got 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I have more. I have 19 here. You only hear me. You don't end up hearing her talk? That's not right. That's not how this is supposed to be. Because you end up not hearing the other half of the conversation. I have. This is beyond me. Are you done? Are you back, Bree? I muted you for a minute because we could hear your conversation. And I thought that would be private. So no, they can't hear you, which I'm gonna have to ask somebody smarter than me. I have gone kicking and screaming into. There was one other live. I could hear the other person. So, but you can't hear this one. Oh, there's 10 people. Hi, 10 people. Um, and maybe because there's a couple others on here, Katie and Nanette, maybe Nanette and uh, I lost it, but that do lives and know that you hit this point where you're like, it's not worth it. Nobody's gonna be there. It's just gonna be dead. And then you go ahead and go live, and then you have a great group like this, and you're like, okay, I'm glad I did it. Okay, let's. Whoops, it's keyboard. Time is that? An hour, just over an hour. So there's gonna need to be. Let's. I have a note here. We're gonna do. That's each combination, right? What happened here? Okay. This is with the each. No, this is not with the. Yeah, it is. All right, that's the only combinations that are of the green of the greatness. So that's easy, I guess. Those two blues. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Did I only? Should I two? Did I? Whatever. Thought I had at least two of this one. Oh, right here. Okay. I'm losing my mind. Okay. We can put these two with these two. These two with these two. These with a different set, right? Well, it's the same. Doesn't matter. It can only change so much. Stop stressing about it. Okay. Easy enough. I guess. Where are those 2-inch that I wondered what to do with. Yeah, I could use the extra. That's what I was just wondering if maybe there was. Yeah, they don't have show anything, but yeah, I'll use them somehow. I'm not sure. Actually, how big is this? I have an idea. Well, that's 5.5. I'd have to trim it down. Nope, we're not going to worry about that right now. No, 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 nope, nope. We're not borrowing trouble. All right. I've tipped this a little again so that I might, just might, be able to keep an eye on you guys talking to me. All right, so what this is supposed to do, does it show over here? Yes, is we are supposed to have the teal on the outside corners. And then there's this and this. And where's my 12 by 2s? Well, looks like I'm going to have to cut a few of those. So we are going to just do what we can and then call it for tonight. And then I'll cut some more fabric because nobody needs to watch me cut a shit ton of fabric. But you have before. I have put you guys through a lot. It was 12. Yeah. There's one for that. And one for that. Oh, come on. I only need just a little bit more. I don't want to cut a whole nother strip, but I'm going to have to. I only need one more. Damn it. Wait, how big is this? No, that's like 1.5 inches. All right, yeah, I'll have to cut one full new one. Damn it. Okay. Do you guys know the black light trick with white on white? Can I teach you something? Okay, put it. Okay, I got one of these. So if you shine a black light on your white on white fabrics, you can tell which is the right side and which is the wrong side. I don't know if that shows. Probably doesn't. Let me get something flat to put this on so I can lift it up. Let's do this. All right, how close can I get to this way? All right, so I don't know if you can see that. You can see the print, and then you don't see the print. You can tell that it's the backside. I don't know that that works on camera. It does in real life, so if you have a black light someplace, try it. There. There's my tutorial for today. Oh, and he's sound asleep, so we can talk about him all we want. Like, I'm tired of hearing him say, well, if I just become a vegetable, I'll just kill myself. I'm like, well, I'm not sure how you do that. That's not helpful. Not helpful at all. So if you have a black light, try it. It really is kind of cool. I have black lights for sale at the shop. They are a different one than this. I got this because it's a pointer too. So when we're doing stuff like on the design wall and I stand back, I can point to things. It just happened to have a black light that I didn't know about. we go. I'll figure it out. I'm just waiting for his mom to call screaming. Um, I told him you have to be prepared. Your mom will find out. Half the town's talking about it, honey. We got a call from the dentist. I got a call from the dentist. I'm like, well, all right, yeah, because some doctors will restrict their patient from dental work for up to 3 to 9 months after a stroke or heart attack. I was like, really? I didn't know that. So I asked Robert to ask because he has a freaking dental appointment in a week or so. And he got a, he wasn't really happy about checking it. I never did hear what his response was. But um I'm like, so how the hell did you find out? And she said, I can't tell you, the whole HIPAA shit. I'm like, okay. She goes, I can tell you somebody overheard in the shop. I'm like, oh, okay. So it was my fault. But everybody at the class reunion, because this reunion was Friday and Saturday, they're talking about it. I'm like, if that many people know, it won't be too long. Nope. And I'm just happy it's not my mom. Okay. Did I tell you I think we have a ghost? Okay, do you guys want to hear about it? Well, the ghost can overhear me. So I'm not opposed to ghosts. I just haven't had evidence of it. So bring it up. I was in bed trying to go to sleep, and we hit like a couple hours into being upstairs, and the old dog decided she needed to go out. So Robert was still up, and so he took the dogs down, or a couple dogs. There's our plaque. Let me press it. Um, so I lay back down. It's dark. I have my headphones on with my little ocean shit going, and I'm relaxed. I slow down my breathing again, and I hear like within 2 to 3 feet from me type of a sound. Now, it wasn't a full on whisper, it wasn't regular speak, but it was definitely quiet. So my eyes pop straight ass open because I'm a little freaked out. And I'm staring directly up at the ceiling. I was a little afraid to turn to my right because that's where the sound came from. And I was like, okay. I looked. All I could think of was really creepy ghost like the ring. And yeah, I then said, okay, guys, okay, Miss Ghost, that was rude. Um, let's not do that again. If if you really want to get a hold of me, then I suggest you find another way to do it because that was scary. Unless you need my attention really quick. Hey, Mona. Oh, you've been here. I just missed it up a little bit. Gosh, everybody's here tonight. It's awesome. My daughter and I did a ghost tour at an old asylum last year with all the here. I I need to go look. There was one in. Oops, let's make that go away now. There was an asylum in Oregon. I think it's actually where One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest was filmed. And so it was pretty bad. And it's been closed, but I don't know if there's tours and stuff. That'd be interesting. It'd be interesting, huh? And if there was going to be ghosts someplace, haunting someplace, it's going to be fucking creepy places like that because they were mean to the people. Oops. Sorry, the dog ball. All right, so this is how it's going to go, right? Let's move that so it's not. Yeah, and now it's flat. So it's going to alternate. There's that and that one. Sleepless Mona. You nap. So you like cat nap all the time? Like the sleeping equivalent of grazing all day? One, two, three, four. That goes in between. Where's these dudes? Suppose I can lay up the next one here. But we're getting kind of close to Pumpkinville. Editing things. I fucking hate editing. I'm not a fan. Okay, so we can alter. Never mind. And we'll put the 4 there. That way I've got next thing when I get this done. Oops. Let's move you over here. We can watch this go together. So is anybody sewing tonight or are we just the gab while we watch me? So anybody following the Jimothy stuff? And I ask this because I just saw somebody else post their picture of their raccoon that has the same defect that Jimothy does, and he's in a completely another state. So that's kind of cool. Oh, it was up in Canada. It was up in Canada. I think it's funny. Going to run out the heirloom. Well, order some more. I thank you. We were trying to keep it simple enough that it wouldn't be too hard to quilt. Or sorry, to kit. So I'm at we have a rain boot pattern too. I was talking about on Monday, and I keep forgetting to pop open the pattern and see what size the block is. Because it might be cool to find a way to intersperse a freaking rain boot in here. Let's start this one. Okay. So I guess that's kind of a disclaimer too. I should probably tell you guys. There might be just moments notice where I have to cancel a live. I hope it doesn't come to that. But with Robert had a stroke on Tuesday. Not this Tuesday, last Tuesday, so it's been a week and a half almost. But shit. I mean, if he has another one, we're just going. I will not be live. Sad part is he's 57. Let's go ahead and do this one. Heirloom is batting, I believe, is what she's talking about. Heirloom is a Hobbs batting. That's the bottom. Hey, looky there. I was on a roll. I did the wrong side. Okay, these are already apart. This is up top over there. QuiltCon 27 challenge that uses those. Oh, heirloom wovens. Okay, I was totally wrong. It all is going to depend on the size of the rainbow block. Now that I'm basically done with this quilt. Tomato. It's a lot looser weave because it's like a homespun, if um if I'm correct. Thank you. I know the tomato was funny. Well, I still have these fabrics if anybody wants me to kit it. And I do have a couple patterns, at least two. I haven't figured the price yet. I was able to cut 1/8 yards of my print fabric. What did I do? Oh, nothing. I got it. My brain broke. Um, and we did the baby. But seriously, I have enough, as you can see, that we could at least on one size up. You would have duplicate umbrellas, though, instead of one of each. There's another one. All right, I don't need that. That I don't need. Move some shit out of my way. Okay, nothing bad. That's cool. What company put out the heirlooms? Marcus or who knows? Northcott might have some. Okay, that's that one. This is the last of this book. We're gonna have to start going to bed earlier though, because I am woke up so many hundred times a night with the dogs, etc. that I haven't gotten a full night's sleep in I don't know how long. Wyndham, good company. Oh, that's attached. Fix that. So we will start piecing the next block, finish this one, but then I have to cut one of these 12-inch strips. So I can do that after behind the scenes. Robert was measuring the front windows. So I guess we're getting closer to possibly doing that project. We'll see. It does. And it kind of, where's my powder? And it does in the quilt too. Well, oh no, I moved it. You can't see it. So it does do an Irish chain link through it. I chose this dark teal as the gray in here. Because I did. Let's see. Okay, okay. I feel like my chair got lower. Probably did. I think the hydraulics are strong. Alright. This is gonna be the that does. Oh, let's move that because I don't need that. Okay. Let's do. I mean, it does seem kind of stupid not to just finish, doesn't it? Damn it. Cut it. One stupid little strip. And then on Monday, we'll decide whether we want to put any rain boots in this. I'll have that answer by then. I better. See, way more. Oh, there's a border still. Okay. I'm like, there's way too much white fabric here. But if I move this here, there is a border. Last piece. Okay. So did you get to pick your own project? It just had to be made with the wovens or heirlooms? The tomatoes? It had to be made with tomatoes? Because that was funny. Okay. This one. Oh. So Bree, there's a huge estate sale, supposedly Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They won't announce the location until, I don't know, tonight, tomorrow when it opens, so they're not flooded, I guess. But there's the girl that does the miniatures, she was helping set it up, and she's like, I've never seen this much fabric in an estate sale. People had full bolts. So I'm like, any idea who passed? Because at this point, I'm like, I want to know. I want to know who had all that. But I guess as soon as we get a address, we could probably look that up. Unless it's no. I was gonna say unless it's at their facility, then everybody would know where that is already. Um, hang on, I'll tell you. Yes, Brenda sent me the doohickey. All right, let's get do, 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 do. Get me overlapping into chat. It is. I'll click that because the other thing doesn't. Oh, Labor Day weekend. Is that this weekend? Haven't we already had that? Okay. So I thought it was this weekend. Starting Friday at 2 to 7 and then 10 to 4 both Saturday and Sunday. I thought she made it sound like it was tomorrow. Okay. Well, I'll still be working and not be able to go. It doesn't matter. I wonder if she could find out whose estate it is, though. Okay, last one. They know it too. We have dogs that are spooning, I guess. All right, let's come over here. Oh, your stash wouldn't come close? There's a few people that I would end up seeing at the warehouse that I didn't love seeing at the warehouse. It just meant they weren't buying from me and they were buying wholesale without really having a business. It was 2 week life. All right, so all of our blocks are done. All of the umbrellas. Blue. That's butterflies. Yeah, no. And fun. Whoops. This one. And that. So there's really not much thought about putting it together. We're all slackers at times. Come on. Thank you. It turned out really cute and it's super simple. Easier when you cut it all right, and sew it all right. Then there's not seam ripping. All right. So Monday we will check the boots and sew these squares together and possibly do the outer border on that, the white outer border. I think we're going to be stuck up here for a while, so I'll work on, I don't know if I can move the design wall, but it is cute. And the extra lights I put in here has helped, but yeah, I don't know. Well, thank you for a lovely evening. I hate to go when I've got so many people in here, but that's cute. I have never heard it called that, but that's cute. Anyway, I hate to say bye when everybody's in, but I've had quite the week and I am done, I think. So thank you all, and I will see you on Monday. Good night. Have a great weekend. Thanks.